So here we have the BMW M240i Coupe on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 3-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, and a 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, not only can you see it's a great looking car, but it's in really good condition as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get this full red leather. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the right hand side we have the rev counter. The mileage on this car is 3,093. The information that's displayed in the centre can be changed by pushing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information, including a digital readout for the speedometer, which you can see just there. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have speed limiter, and on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. We also have the paddles behind the steering wheel so that we can change up and down a gear in a kind of a manual mode on this automatic gearbox. Over in the centre we have BMW's professional nav, which is the extra wide screen. There's a full video showing how the satellite navigation element of this works on our website. It's well worth checking that video out. If we just back up to the main menu a moment, you can see me moving around various menus here. Everything I'm doing is being done using BMW's iDrive system, which is essentially this dial here. You can access certain menus directly off of these buttons should you wish to. Otherwise, twisting that dial will take us through options. We can push it down to select things. This moves to the right, left, up and down as well. On top of that, if you wish to, you can have this as a kind of a touch screen. So if you want to go into media, you can simply touch that section just there. This car's got DAB digital radio as well as AM and FM, which you can see just there. And down the bottom here, a CD player. We can connect up a phone so that we can stream music via Bluetooth audio as well. And there's a USB input, so plenty of ways to listen to your music. Working our way down, we have the CD player. We then have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on either side of the car. Fan speed in the middle. Air conditioning is on when that light is on, so that button turns it on and off. Or you can hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed itself. Push that button again and you'll go back to whatever setting you were previously on. This car also has a heated driver and passenger seat as well. We then have the fully automatic gearbox. There's a manual mode to it, so if I go down to D, for example, I can shift that over to the left and I can go up or down a gear, or I can use those paddles that I showed you on the steering wheel a moment ago, either way. And to the right hand side of that, we've got a few buttons that can change the driver setup of this car. So we can put it into, I mean at the moment it's in comfort mode, which is the normal driving mode. We can put it into Eco Pro, or we can put it into Sport. If we put it into Sport, for example, the power steering becomes firmer, the accelerator pedal reacts faster to what you do, gears will hold for slightly longer as well. We can, if we press that button again, we can put it into Sport Plus, which you can see just there. And what that does, it turns on dynamic traction control. So basically it lessens the interference from the traction control to give you a sportier drive. So there's plenty of settings you can put it on. You can, if you wish to, simply turn off traction control with a push of that button anyway. The very last thing I wanted to talk about is the exhaust system on this car. So if I give the car a rev, I've opened the window, you should be able to hear just how fantastic it sounds. Really, really good, and a lot of fun to drive this car as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.